Hey guys, how is everyone doing? Just wanted to go quickly live on Instagram to say that I'm going live on YouTube. So for the people that want to come and join me, I'm going to be editing in After Effects. Hey man, what's up? So pretty shortly I'm going live on YouTube. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. I had so far started my day pretty early. How is everyone doing? Playing some beats from Levido Beats. Not sure if you can hear them in the background. Maybe it's a little too loud. So guys, I'm doing this live stream to show you that I'm going live on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing some compositing work, and if you want to join me, you can join the link on YouTube. Just turn on your notifications. I haven't gone live yet. I'm just setting up all the settings, but just giving you an update that I will be going live shortly. Normally in maximum 15 minutes on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm not Romanian, Shasha. Russian. It's nice to see all these familiar faces back. Hope everyone is staying safe. Alright, so I'm going to set up my settings here for the live stream. Thank you, man. Thanks. Thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate that. It's a lot of hard work, but practice makes perfect, right? So who's gonna join me on the live stream on YouTube? I will be going live and I will doing some compositing work in After Effects. I've done a complete scene in 3D. Actually, I can show what I've been creating in 3D, and it's actually pretty sick. So here we go. I'm not sure if you can you see that? So I've been working on this kind of floating island effect. And it's looking pretty cool. So this is my scene in 3D. I just did some rendering. It's actually done rendering. And now I'm going to bring this in After Effects, and I'm going to be comping it together. So join me on YouTube. Just turn on your notifications, and I will be going live soon. Hey, Michaela. My girlfriend just joined. She All right. Just a few more tweaks, and then I will be going live on YouTube, guys. Give me a moment. Hey man, what's up? How have you been doing? Yeah, my new... No, this is not my new tutorial. My new tutorial went live on Saturday, and I will be going live now with something completely different. Just working a little bit of a lockdown and visual effects in, yeah, in our room. Is your name Sunil? Hey man, what's up? Alright guys, I'll move over to YouTube. I'm going to go live pretty shortly. Just turn on the notifications for my channel and then you will see when you can join me and we'll chill together and I'll be working a little bit. My system configuration, well, it's pretty sick though. So I'm working on a computer from Dell. It's a workstation, and they provided me with a NVIDIA Quadro RTX 6000, which is an insane graphics card. It just beats the RTX. Then we also have the memory. So I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, and my CPU is an Intel Xeon W2255 at 3.7 gigahertz. So that's also pretty fast for rendering. And actually you can see right here, a lot of course. Alright, I'm gonna put my phone here while I put my settings for the live stream in order. Alright, so this is a test. Can you hear me? Thanks man. Gotta trim it. Hey, Mr. Waitens. How are you doing, man? I'm here to announce that I'm going live on YouTube in like 15 minutes or something. And I'll be doing some comping work in After Effects. I've been working on something pretty cool. If you want to see it. So I have here some floating islands. And I just rendered them out. I'm going to bring them in After Effects and have some fun. I don't work with 3ds Max, no. I prefer Cinema 4D. By the way, guys, if anyone wants to become a next level editor, go and check out my link in my bio. You can sign up. And that will put you on a wait list where you will be the first to get notified once our doors open for the Masterclass. And yeah, it's pretty sick. The students are all amazed by what they learned and the progress they've made in the period they have been in that class. So I could advise it to anyone who wants to become a next level video editor. If you aren't super confident with some parts of it, of video creation, we will work on that in the class. I'm doing great, guys. Oh, so you're signed. Okay, great. So hopefully we can see each other in class, man. It would be cool. How many hours I'm on the computer? Too many to count. Basically all the time right now because we're all locked down now. Or at least that's the mature thing to do and the smart thing to do. Alright, so I'm going live, guys, on YouTube. I'm going to click the share button right here. I'm set up to go live, so I'm just going to do that. All right, so I'm going for camera. There we go. Hey guys, I'm here to tell you that you can join me on a live stream on YouTube. I'm going to be doing some comping work in After Effects. I'm about to click the button to go live, so just go to my channel, Ignace Aleya, and we can go live. And we're live, so normally everything should be good. We're working on some really awesome products, by the way, but yeah, as long as they're not there, there's no point in talking too much about them. But we have so much ready to come out, so a lot of packs are coming. Don't worry. Alright guys, join me on YouTube. I'm going to end the stream here, and you can join me. We will talk there, and you can ask questions or whatever. So see you there. Thank you so much for joining. Nice to see all these familiar names, by the way. And yeah, ciao. Have a great day. Join me on YouTube for the ones that are just joining in here. I'm going live over there. Yeah, hey man. All right. So I was just telling the people over on my Instagram profile to join me here on the live stream. So let's go. Are you guys ready? So it's been a while since I've done some live streaming. Hopefully everything is all right. If not, let me know in the comments or in the chat. But it's been a while since I live streamed, so it's really, I need to get used to this again. It's been a while, so it's like, yeah. It's always so live, you know? It's on the spot, you're placed here. But all right, we will do this. It's awesome that you're all joining. I have used Nuke in the past, but I'm just an After Effects dude. I can't help it. I do everything in After Effects. So I'm a big fan. So in today's video, or in today's live stream, we're going to, well, I'm going to open up After Effects. I'm going to do some comping in After Effects from a project that I have created in Cinema 4D. So I have created this entire complete structure in Cinema 4D. I'm going to bring it in After Effects and just work. We're just going to chill together, ask me questions, talk to me in the chat, and we'll have some fun. So all right, so yeah, exactly, Alamuri. So you can join in the online classes. Just go to the link in the description. I'm just going to edit this right now because this is very important for the people. So I'm going to add the website. So you can find now in the description, maybe you will have to refresh your page, nextleveleditingexpert.com. So that's a website where you can sign up for the waitlist for our masterclass. And this masterclass will end. It's currently at a Black Friday deal. It's going to be an insane deal because the first time it came out, it didn't have the Black Friday promotion and it was already an insane deal. Now we're giving an even crazier deal because we really want to make an impact on the filmmaking world. We want everyone to get access to next level video editing techniques and just become better video editors, as video editing is just the future. You can see it, especially now with this entire situation going on. Everything is moving online. People don't want to spend time reading. They want to watch awesome videos, and a simple video just doesn't do it anymore. People just need something else, that like oof effect, that like yeah. So if you want to increase your or improve your visual effects or your video editing skills for that matter, and learn everything there is to know about the essentials in Adobe After Effects to become a master in Adobe After Effects, I would highly encourage you to check out that link. The doors will open shortly, and I'm taking a handful of students. They are going to become my students, and I will teach them everything I know of After Effects, and they can ask me each week. We're going to schedule a call together. We're going to come all together in a Zoom call, and you get to ask your questions to me. Yeah, personal. So that's great. A lot of people joining here, so I'm going to catch up here with the chat, and we're going to start immediately. I hope you guys enjoy it. So do you enjoy these live streams? Let me know after that we've actually done something, because currently I'm just rambling on. So yeah, how can you tell me that something where we haven't done anything is great? All right. So okay, without further ado, let's just open up things. Let's see what we've got here today. I'm going to switch here my studio. Quickly going to put everything in order here so I can keep up with the chat. I can see if the stream is working well. And there we go. We're streaming. Oh, so you're at night. I'm sorry. So right here, it's actually 8 p.m. in the evening. So it's a pretty great moment for me to start live streaming. I've done my entire work for the day, and now I can get some chill moment and go live with you guys. It's unfortunate that it's so late on your side, though. I can do a reaction to After Effects work. Yeah, I can do that. So right here, do you guys see my screen? All right, so I'm going to be doing some stuff here today. Hopefully we get something, because that's the thing with going live. You never know. When I'm starting a project, I never really know how it's going to end up. I'm just experimenting. I'm trying things. Sometimes I run into a wall, and I have to get through that wall. And when you're live, it's a little bit of a strategy. So we'll see what we can come up with. So I'm going to load in here a render that I have done in Cinema 4D. This is the render. Going to import that. Hopefully the render is actually correct. I haven't imported this render before starting this live stream, so I didn't double check. That's not okay. So we have people from Portugal, we have people from India, Panama, Russia. All right, that's so awesome, guys. So I'm from Belgium, for the ones that don't know yet. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. Let's go. So this is my footage. It's an EXR file. I'm not sure if you guys know what an EXR file is, but it's basically a file. It's one file that actually contains, you can put a lot of data in that file. You can have different data in that file that you can extract, and yeah, you can just use one file that you export, but you can take out different parts each time that you duplicate it, for example. So by using the extractor here, we can actually extract all this information. You can see this layer actually consists of all these layers that I have exported in Cinema 4D. And to see my Cinema 4D layout here, you can see right here that this is a scene that I've been working with. So pretty cool scene where I have created these floating islands. I have tracked my scene and then created these. Pretty cool. I'm going to be doing tutorial on these, by the way. So this is just me experimenting with the video, but once I've done the total video, there is going to be coming a concise tutorial on the channel as well. Here we just get to chill together and to do some VFX. So I'm going to load in the beauty and see what that does. I'm going to change my After Effects settings here to 32-bit and linearize my workspace. There we go. Click OK. Boom. Okay, cool. Let's do a little preview. Thanks, Arian. Yeah, I'm using Octane in Cinema 4D. I just find that to be the best render engine out there for me, for my purposes, because our work has to go fast, it has to look real, and basically that's what Octane provides. Insanely fast renders and great realistic results. We are currently in a semi-lockdown, so basically we're not allowed to go, well, the bars and the restaurants and everything is closed. We are allowed to come out to go for a run or for a walk or go with the bicycle, but we can't stop anywhere because there is nothing to do. Everything is closed, all the shops and stuff. Only the essential stores are open. But basically, nothing changed much for me. I'm just inside all the time in this quarantine box here where we're going heavy. I've actually been working super hard on this next level editing course. Again, we are doing a promotion for Black Friday. We just had finished our first round of students where we, they rounded up the entire class. And now we're going to start over with a bunch of new students, but only a handful. So I find that I get the best experience when I can really put time and effort into each student, and when we're getting with too many, it's really hard to keep an oversight. So for the people that are interested, I have a link in the description where you can click on the next level editingexpert.com and you can sign up, and then you will be notified once we go live, once it opens its doors to registration. And it's really worth it because, yeah, you will learn a ton of stuff. The deal that you're getting for Black Friday is just insane. It's really incredible for the things that you're going to be getting. I mean, there is no bad investment there. And the best investment you can make is in yourself, in education, because nobody can take it from you. And the ideal moment is actually right now because we're all locked down, and what you should do is just educate yourself, get better at things. So once this is all over, we can just go to the next level and do some more interesting stuff in the world. So if you're interested, join me. We also have a community where we all chat together, so all like-minded people. Every week you get to call with me for a month. Every week we discuss what you have been doing, what problems you've encountered, and some tips and tricks. All the tips that I basically have gathered over 10 years of experience, and some things that I literally didn't know for years, and then I stumbled across that little tip, and then it could have saved me so much time. These are all things that I'm going to be sharing with you straight away, so you're set up for the best possible success career in video editing. So yeah. My PC configuration, you can actually go on the channel and see my complete computer setup. It's a Dell workstation. It's not a custom built one, but it's really stable. You can see just search the workstation on my YouTube channel. You should be able to find it. I'm still using that computer. So yeah, a real background with CG Islands. Just doing a preview here. Obviously, I still have a lot of work. This is what comes out of the 3D render. And basically now I have to do comping. So I have to compose everything to look as real as possible. So the first thing that I notice I have to do is to duplicate my video here, and I have to rotoscope these mountains out. So I'm going to start with this mountain here. So this is going to be mountain 1. I'm going to use Mocha for this, Mocha AE. Hey man, from Pakistan. Unfortunately I can't pronounce your name, but thank you so much for all the great support. Really do appreciate you watching all my videos, man. I'm going to be showing the passes that I rendered pretty soon. So currently I'm just loading in a beauty render, so it's just the entire image, but obviously I'm going to trim it down to get a little bit more control later. So I'm going to use this X-Spline tool here. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. I did a 3D track in Cinema 4D. All right, so I'm going to trim out this mountain here. So I'm just unchecking everything and then tracking it forward and checking if it sticks to the edges here. And then later I'm going to adjust it, and I find this to be the best way to rotoscope in many cases. Mocha Pro 2021. Well, actually, I've seen it. It's looking pretty insane. So I'm definitely going to be trying it, and I will also do something with it probably. Yeah. Um, how do you mean? What do I keyboard so fastly? Oh. I could do the 3D data from Cinema 4D, but it's I think it's easier for this case because they're moving in a lot of perspective, and I don't think um, it's going to make that much difference in time that I'm going to spend in it. So I'm just going to get in here and adjust it. Oh, I'm wrong here. We're on the wrong mountain. I gotta stay here. Yeah. Hey, Khaled from Tunisia. Fun fact, I'm actually half Tunisian. Aslam alabes. No, I don't speak that. I don't speak Arabic, unfortunately, but I know a few words. Thanks, Eshu. Hey man, you want to
Guest-
say hi
guest
to the live
appears
stream?
on the stream.
All right, let's go over to camera.
It
We
smells
have
nice
our
here.
no here.
Yeah. Where is the
Well, the
mic?
camera is
okay,
over
camera's
there.
Hello.
So he came from for some batteries, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Alright.
didn't want to bother you any longer because the messages were coming on the screen. So
Yeah.
so I thought let's
So
let's
you're
call your
so you
girlfriend.
thought you're just coming on the live stream.
Yeah.
Exposure.
For once, I'm also in the picture.
Yeah, exactly. So Arnaud is the guy behind the scenes. He's doing all the marketing, the website, and all the things you don't see, but are very, very valuable. And without him, we couldn't do what we're doing, especially. So
It's
Yeah.
a teamwork.
it's a teamwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice to be on the stream for once. It's funny to see like
It's a setup, huh?
yeah, it's a really nice setup.
Yeah.
It's really handy, especially when you're streaming, that you can see all the details while you're working.
Yeah.
I really like it, yeah.
So no, this is not Lavido, this is Arnaud. Salute to Arnaud.
Salut. También. It's funny because it's always with a little delay.
Oh, great. So, well, I'm going to be releasing a tutorial on this as well. So, if we're not going to be covering everything in this live stream, doesn't matter. There is going to be coming a concise tutorial on the floating, islands.
So what are you working on right now?
So compositing the floating islands together.
Okay.
I have to add in some clouds, a little bit of
Nice.
mist,
Yeah, exactly. We talked
making the
about that.
colors match,
Yeah.
and things like that. So.
Okay, nice. And how is it going right now?
I
So
just
you're
started.
compositing. Ah, okay.
I'm rotoscoping a mountain in the foreground because some mountain should be behind it,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then it looks
Some perspective.
some perspective.
Great. That's
So that's what we're
3D.
doing.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch a little bit, then I'm
Yeah?
gonna go back downstairs.
All right. Cool. So we have a real visitor, a real viewer. So could you imagine if all of you guys would be sitting here around me? That would be a room full of people.
That's a bit how intimate the next level editing experience is.
That's true. It's a little bit like the next level editing course that we're doing because we all join in a Zoom call and basically all the students feel that we're like a little family of people just doing what they love. And they actually booked some great results. One of the people that was in the class, just shortly after finishing the class, he found a job and he's now doing visual effects for a company. So that's actually pretty crazy.
It's insane because we really like to do something to give other people value because we never did something like that before, but we also didn't expect it to be that amazing, the experience to love it that much, because it's totally different to give a tutorial than to personally interact with the students and help them and get that reward of them being really happy, you know.
Exactly.
And I never expected it to be that close. Even though I knew it was going to be something totally different, I didn't expect it to be that kind of intimate experience and that, you know, grateful.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that you get when you help them.
Exactly.
And they personally send you like, you changed my life, or because
it really touched me. Like some of the people, they send in a video review of what their experience was in our class, and I almost got tears in my eyes. It was crazy what an impact we gave those people, in their journey. So that's pretty insane.
Exactly, because then they say you changed my life, and then you think like, isn't that a bit exaggerated? We helped you with the video and you did great results, but then they talk about how they got the job and how things started changing from that point onwards because they were more confident with their content. Like,
Yeah, exactly. This is Mocha. Khaled, yes, I have, of course, visited Tunisia a lot of times before. When I was a kid, I went like every year for a month, 2 months. I have family in Gafsa, Tunisia, Nabil, things like that. I'm not sure if you know. Well, obviously you know where these things are, I guess. And yeah, so some people think that you look a little bit like Lavido from far. So it's probably because of the beard, because like Arnaud has a little... wrong scene. So right here we have a little... Oh, yeah, you don't see my arrow. But he has the same kind of beard like Lavido, so...
exactly.
All right, so we're almost done with this roto.
Did you put a link in the description?
I did.
Okay, perfect. It's hot in here with the lights.
Yeah.
The walk isn't that far actually.
No, it's not.
We were because we didn't fitness today. I thought let's go for a little walk,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were walking, and all of a sudden was like we can go there, and then we go that's towards Ignace, and I was like, whoa, that's the road isn't that long. Let me text him if it's actually possible to get a batteries. And now I'm in the live stream.
Who would have known? Where is Alicia? She's done?
Yeah.
Okay,
Talking
cool.
with Michaela.
All right.
Mm.
So we don't live that far from each other. And Arno was just for a walk, so he jumped and came to say hello.
I think only a couple of kilometers. Like
Yeah, it's
Not
really
even-
close.
not even 30 minutes walk. It was pretty fast.
Okay, so let's say that this roto is just done, so we're not going to take too much time for it, but already we're going to see a big impact. If we're
That's
going to
nice.
use this as a mat, we can actually, well, we don't want to view the mat, we want to enable the mat, which we do right here, apply mat. Boom, now we can see that the islands are in the background, so this mountain is in the foreground. Sometimes it's hard to keep an oversight during live streams.
I can imagine. There is a lot going on.
A lot of monitors and a lot of windows to pay attention to.
Keep up with the questions and so on.
Yeah. So the islands, I made it in Cinema 4D. I will quickly show my project file here. So I basically tracked my footage with a motion tracker in Cinema 4D. Then I imported my backgrounds, some Octane Sky lights to make my scene. I used an AGRI map right here. So this is my basic setup. But if I'm going out of the camera, we can see that these are my islands. So we have basically something very simple. What I've done is right here. Where are they? So my scene, my islands, motion. Okay, we gotta scroll. Okay, so I put them actually in the notes here from my track. So this is, for example, island 1. If we jump in there, we have a simple element here. So if I turn all of these effectors off, we can actually see what that will look like. I'm on the wrong island. So here's this island, all right. So we can see if the effects are off. Basically, I just started with this stupid capsule right here. And I applied a taper to taper it in a little bit, some displacers to add in some noise, and then another displacer to add in more noise, and then a FFD to kind of distort everything into place and make it look like an island. So this is how I've done it. Then I've textured it in Octane, and I used some Octane shaders to place in some trees and some veins in Cinema 4D. So that happens often.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
It stops.
All the time.
Why? You don't know?
The sound card probably.
I know we should. We need a new one. Still looking for that one.
All right. The next mountain, I'm just going to do this pretty rough. Doesn't have to be that well, maybe a little bit more exact than that. So it's pretty hard to see. I'm not sure why it's so dark here. Shouldn't be that dark. Anyway. Thanks, man. Maybe you can open a window a little bit, but just on a tilt.
Yeah.
So it's getting pretty hot over here because we have all these lights in the studio, but I don't want to keep the window open because then we have all the sun from outside, but normally it should be all right now. It's a little bit later on the day. We gotta get a little bit of fresh air. Okay, so this is my roto for this mountain, and I'm going to track this and just see where we get. Materials, I always go, well, actually, I'm a big fan of, that's not it. Here we go. Texture Haven. Okay, so it's without, it's not heaven, it's Haven, Texture Haven. Textures, and you have some really high detail textures that you can download here for free, so.
Nice.
Yeah, and they all look very detailed. Like I use this one for the rocks. You can see if we're going to look at the mountains that I'm using this one.
That's something that's interesting to make yourself too in the future?
Probably.
Is it a lot of work to make one yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Argentina. Well, actually, Arnaud went to Argentina. He went on a long vacation over there.
Yeah, not a vacation, but more like some kind of world trip.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that we work on the internet. So basically, I do a lot of the marketing and sales and administration. So when I have my laptop with me, I can basically do anything I want. So that allowed me to to go to Argentina. I was there for over a month. I lived in Buenos Aires for like a little bit over a month, and yeah, it was great. It's a great place. Really, you should really visit it, Ignace. You know, I talked a lot about that.
Yeah, definitely. We gotta visit. Well, I gotta visit Argentina. Well, I have a lot of countries to visit.
Yeah, that's true.
There are so many great countries out there. Basically, all the countries have something great to offer.
But like Patagonia, the nature there is pretty insane because it's really untouched in comparison to a lot of other places in the world.
So there you go. Now in the center, let's have a look. Almost done with the boring job, guys. This is, like, I hate doing this. But it's a part of it. Rotoscoping.
That's true.
It's actually also something that we cover in the course if you want to know this in more detail. We're going over rotoscoping. Basically, we go over all the essentials you need to know in Adobe After Effects to become an After Effects master. So if you want to become a next level editor, definitely click on the link in my description. That will take you to a page where you can sign up. And then once we go live, we're going to do a Black Friday promotion. And you will be able to click, you will be able to sign up as a first one if you are on the wait list. So spots are going to be granted on a first come, first served basis. And we are only going to be working with a handful of students because that way I can really put the time that I need in the students and help them personally. So that's great. Okay, I think my roto is done. Let's click OK. So we have the second mountain, and I'm also going to apply the matte here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of feather, so something like 3 would work. And then I'm going to start playing with my mountain. So I'm going to check here. I have a diffuse. I'm going to save. Always save. Otherwise, we're going to run into trouble. All right.
I don't want to bother you too much.
No, it's okay. Don't bother.
No, I know. But you're doing really well. I'm going downstairs. I'll say goodbye before I leave.
All right. Okay.
Be right back. Good luck with the stream.
Yeah.
Do
Thank you,
need
man.
anything from downstairs?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm doing some shadow passes here. I'm actually going to be using that layer. I also like to rename them because that's the only unfortunate thing. It would be great if it automatically renames them once you chose one. That would be so helpful. So we have the sunlight. So basically, I just duplicated this and loaded each separate pass in here. Shadow obviously cannot be additive, but should be, well, I'm not in shadow, should be multiply. There we go. So this is the shadow layer, and I'm also going to just play with that later. So basically, I just re-imported my scene, but I'm using a multi-pass. So I can now go and like completely modify everything separately. I'm going to do a final video later, Aaron, so don't worry about that. I'm going to double check what each compartment does and if I don't like a part that it's affecting. So especially here we have a lot of reflection with the direct sunlight. So I'm just going to bring this down, and with the shadow I'm also going to bring this down a little bit. There we go, we got this detail back with the opacity. And I'm also going to do a fun thing here with the especially with the shadow here. I'm going to apply a tint, and I'm going to click on my black, but I'm actually going to choose one of the black colors here in my scene. And you also have this info panel here at the top right. Obviously my camera is on top of that, so if you would like to see that, it's basically this window right here. It shows you all this information of your colors. So you can see here that, for example, if we're going to look, we have a 0.2 color in the green, 0.4 in the blue, so we know that it's 0.4 in the blue. Let's say we will go to our mountain here, so let's choose a color. We can see that it's 0.2 in the red, 0.1 in green, and 0.05 in blue. Let's take it as an average. So if we're going to do the same thing on top of our other mountain, we will see it's 0.15, while here it's 0.15 also, or 1.8. Okay, so a little bit more red we need to add in here, or 1.5 actually works fine. A little bit more red maybe. It's pretty cool. It's all right. So basically I'm going to eyeball it from here because it looks kind of all right. So we have 0.4 in the highlights, and right here we have 0.4. So actually the colors are already matching up pretty well. Now I'm going to try and search. Actually, I'm going to trim this down also. I cannot speak Persian. What can I speak? I know Dutch, French, English, and a little bit of Spanish. Well, I can explain myself, and I'm currently learning Romanian. So yeah, I like languages. And Joel, it really depends on what kind of shot. Sometimes I just do the beauty, sometimes I do all the multi-passes. It really depends. All right, so here we have my diffuse. I'm going to add a curves to that. I'm going to play a little bit with the look of my mountain. So I'm going to add a little bit of red. That's looking great. Let's see what green does. A little bit of green, or take away. Something like that. All right. Do we add blue or do we take it away? And that's basically, I'm just eyeballing it right now. I think this is looking all right, so cool. I'm going to try something now. So these are my mountains. I'm going to duplicate this and bring it on top, and I'm going to call this Z depth. I actually have this multipass Z depth from After Effects. I'm going to solo this for now. Bring it to normal and press. Okay, let's see if we can bring in some depth here. I always kind of like mess up my Z depths. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Are they too close to each other? So basically it doesn't want to do a depth. So that's a little problem that I have here. Okay, so good night, born beater. So I go in here, I check Z depth. And when I go to the Z depth pass, I don't get a Z depth like I should. So maybe there's something else I'm overseeing here. Yeah, you can indeed go for the separate files here, for the separate colors, but sometimes after a lot of experience, you start really seeing it, you know, so it's not always necessary. Like the red, it's pretty accurate. Maybe the highs here, you're right. We can trim down on the whites here from the red, because it's pretty bright on the highlights. So the colors were actually perfectly matched up. It's just that the highlights are too high. So let's see how I can fix that. I will just apply or go here and just take this down. Okay, there we go. That's looking great. So this was before, this is after. It does match a lot better. Okay, so right here I have the Z depth pass, and we can see it. It's a Z depth pass. It works. It's fantastic. But when I import in After Effects, I don't get the Z depth that I need. So not sure what this could be. Alright, so we're not going to be using that for now. I will just start using some atmospheric effects here. So you could do two things. You can either import the tracking data that I already have in Cinema, but as we're doing this tutorial or this kind of live stream, I'm just going to go to Tracker and track my camera. I'm going to check this to Advanced, and I'm just going to track it a little bit. And then I'm going to comp in some clouds, some fog, and to make it look all pretty. The fog, actually, we're going to get that from Action VFX. This is a great website where you can find all these assets. So the black is too black, okay. Something like that then. Render it out as a sequence and use a sequence as a ZDEP pass. Yes, but basically I already did that. So well, you can cheat a lot of things in After Effects. You don't really need a ZDEP pass for now. Basically, I'm going to start with the clouds anyway. So we'll see after what we can do to fix that. Anyway, I can always re-render it in Cinema, but that's just going to take some time. So yeah, then I will have to be forced to stop the live stream until we have the new render. So I'm trying to get as far as I can without it. So they have clouds. Regular clouds. Let's see. Okay, I'm downloading. And let's see if the track is done. Okay, so the track has been done. We can see what is tracked here. Only the foreground. Okay, that's pretty bad. So I'm going to create a null and camera. Essentially what you can do is extract all this data from Cinema. Like, where is that island? I'm going to extract that null and export that to After Effects and use that data. But I'm just gonna do it with this. Okay, we have the clouds here, so I'm going to just prepare those and then we can start using them. We have all these cloud images. Great. So we can work with that. Yeah, Cheryl, but it doesn't really matter if you extract it as an EXR file or a TIFF sequence. It should just work, so I'm not sure what it's going wrong. I have rendered a point position pass because if you did, you could use its blue channel as a ZDEP pass. No, I haven't, Joel. But do you have any idea why my ZDEP pass is not really extracting that kind of depth? That would be a great help if you could help me out with that. Okay, so I'm going to import some clouds here. So these are from Action VFX, and I'm going to just turn them into a 3D layer, and I'm going to click on my null, press P on the keyboard, click on my position, Control C, go to the position for my cloud here, and paste it, and that way it's going to be in the exact same location as the mountain here, but then I can push it a little bit even further, and then kind of place it in front of elements. So maybe I want the cloud here, and then I can... Let's see, do I want to use these? Do they match? So the light comes from a different direction. I'm just going to add a tint effect here. I'm going to take the blue color from the sky and I'm going to lower that to make it fit the sky a little bit better. And I'm also going to lower the opacity. But instead of opacity, I'm going to use a gradient wipe. And this allows me to have a little bit softer control over the highlights. So I'm going to invert this. That's all right. And for the white, I'm going to take this color here, just like in the distance. Okay, cool. So this is looking cool. To your knowledge, no. So basically, Blender is free, but Cinema 4D is way easier than Blender. That's just a fact. It's so much more intuitive. But you can do a lot of crazy stuff with Blender, and it's free. So yeah, if you don't have any budget, it's a it's a great choice. So my course, yeah, I can definitely speak about that. I actually talked about that already. So we are currently doing a relaunch from the course that we have launched 1 month ago. We weren't sure if we're going to do it again because it was basically the first time I have ever done a course. Well, this advanced. We're also we were kind of trying if the course was working or not. And after that, we wrapped it up. We saw that all the students that took part of it saw an incredible result, and they really improved. And it was crazy. Even for me, I was amazed by how much they have improved in that short amount of time. Even them, they were really yeah, impressed by what they could do at the end of it, and also the confidence that we could create in each student, because they came in with all similar stories like I'm not comfortable with this, and they go away with all this confidence in applying these effects that they wanted to do. So that's great. And we noticed that there was definitely yeah, that the people really enjoyed this course. So that's why we have decided to do a relaunch now for Black Friday, and we're going to do an insane deal. It was already an insane deal. The price was already amazing with a bunch of awesome bonuses. We're going to do that exact same thing, but even better deal with Black Friday. So this is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity where you can join us. So if you are interested, if you want to become a next level editor, if you're passionate about filmmaking or After Effects or whatever, definitely sign up for the waitlist. And if you put your email address on a waitlist with a link in the description below, you will be notified as a first person once we go live with the class. And then you can sign up, because the reason why we're doing it this way is we're going to be only working with a handful of students. Because we really want this class to work. So that's why I found that I can best work with a smaller group of people, so I can give everyone the time and effort they need. So the idea is that we will also have a group, a Discord group, where we can all join together, build a community of people that are very like-minded and all want to get somewhere. We already have this Discord group, and everyone is helping each other, talking to each other, and even collaborating, which is great to see. And then we also do a weekly Zoom call where you get to talk to me or my colleagues, but I'm always in the call. And you can ask questions. You can say where you got at and what difficulties you have, and we can work on those live in those calls. So that's the idea of the next level editing course. And the idea is, after that you have finished that course, you will know all the essentials you need to know for Adobe After Effects in order to become a master. So it's pretty insane. And yeah, link is in the description. That's all I can say. Hopefully that answered all your questions. If not, definitely let me know in the chat. So we're deciding that right now. So just sign up and you will get all the information in your mail. So yeah, there is no harm done. Dr. Disrespect production videos. I haven't seen those. All right, so I have one cloud in here, so that's already looking pretty cool. We can add another one in here, so I'm going to duplicate this one, take another, and just Alt drag that on top so we replace this. And basically, we can place these over here. Maybe I'm going to make the white. This time I'm going to choose this kind of yellow. Maybe go a little bit more intense. We have a little bit of the sun going on. We can put that over here. Lower the opacity here. And basically that's what I want to do. I want to build up the scene with a few clouds. So I'm going to duplicate it once more. I'm just looking up some reference here. I had it on my phone, and then I can just compare the shots a little bit. It's always good to have reference when you're doing visual effects. You think you know something, and you think you know how it looks, but reference always proves you wrong. It's the small details that count. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to try different colors for my clouds. I'm not really convinced by the look of them yet. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we want to go for more blue color here. So I'm going to pick the sky color here as well and just go and brighten that up. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. And then for the dark, I'm going to really go dark. Oh, you guys don't see my screen. There we go. My bad, guys. All right, so while I was talking about the course, I got carried away and I forgot to get back to the screen. Okay, so you guys should be able to see it again. We're back. Anyway, I saw that I was following like an online kind of conference, and they also missed this. They were talking. They were so concentrated for like 15 minutes, and they were talking about all these details on screen, and nobody saw it. So that, yeah. For this kind of job, what reference? Basically, Avatar is one of the one. Yeah. Actually, this one. I really like this shot right here. But I would also go like in Thailand, you would see the realistic. These are the real ones. These are real floating islands, man. So here is reference. Actually, pretty close. Wow. I didn't use it as a reference, but I'm amazed. It looks very similar. Okay, cool. That's good news. So actually, I also want to do a quick sky replacement. I don't know why. I hate the sky, so I'm just going to extract. Well, actually, I'm just going to key it. So key light. I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to solo this and see the screen mat. Looking great. Okay. And then basically in the reference, what do we see? Like for example, this one is kind of hazy. So I'm going for pexels.com. I'm going to search for clouds. And I'm going to search for... You guys do see my screen now, right? So clouds. This one is a pretty cool one. So let's try this one. It's so sad it's a vertical one, but what's the resolution on this photo? Original. Great. High resolution. I like that. Let's try this one. Ooh, cool. That's going to look pretty sweet. Yes, that's this guy. Okay. So now what I want to do is basically match the exposure of the two scenes. So I'm going to brighten the sky, or I'm going to play with the gamma. Okay. Okay. Looking all right. So with the sky without, I'm just going to duplicate my original footage. I'm going to delete the key light so we can place the sky in between. And then we can also lower the opacity of the new sky and kind of mix it with the original. That way you'll get the best result possible, I think. Maybe we do want to keep everything just set to normal. And then play a little bit with the gamma here. Or with the gamma. So this would be with the new sky. I do see some errors right here, so I'm going to check what that could be. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think of the sky? Is it better? Or should I continue looking? Okay. Just to feel better, just to feel secure, let's say, I'm going to quickly continue and check if there are any other skies that I would like. Just, you don't want to miss that perfect one, you know? Like, this is also pretty interesting. Oh, this is also cool. I'm going to try it. I feel like this guy is a better fit, so I'm going to stick with this one. And then all I want to do is make sure that my clouds are matching now. So I have this cloud. I'm going to pick a bright color from here. Okay, there we go. And like this, we can really build up nice things here. So that's so cool. Basically, for this one, I'm going to pick darker colors. Exposure, we can really bring this down. And then I'm also going to import some atmospheric fog here. This one is funny, yeah, it's because it's currently set to solo, so it's the only cloud here. If you would duplicate this and then go for another cloud, let's see, what do we like? I like this one. We're going to drag it in here, and we bring this below everything, and we would place this like right over here. It would be great to kind of have an overlap of like this one and this one. So, but yeah, that's maybe for later. But that way you will create some depth in there. All right, so no, I don't use magic bullet looks. Nope. All right, so we have the fog here. Let's see. I actually want a lingering fog, so this one here. Or actually like these. These are great. Okay, so let's try this. Yeah, my PC storage is all full. I have to really start organizing some stuff. I know. I'm basically just setting up my scene. So this is not going to be the final look. I'm basically setting up an idea of where I want to go to. So like this fog, I'm going to place this before my rotos here. Okay, cool. I like that. But yeah, I will definitely need another roto here. Or actually, no, I won't need an extra roto. Going to bring in another fog element. Gonna bring this up a little. Or actually, I'm going to bring this to the bottom. I'm going to bring the other one up. And that way we create this kind of gap here. And this one, I want to bring it behind my elements. There we go. Like, do you see this kind of... Now we're starting to create some depth here. We can duplicate it one more time and bring it on top of everything. But here I'm just going to mask the left part out. And I'm going to feather this. That way we create some feather, well, some over here. And obviously I'm going to turn all of these into a 3D layer. So just make sure that I do not forget that. Okay. We're starting to get something. I'm not a big fan of... I think the correction here can still be better. Okay, there we go. And if I would like, just going to solo all these layers to see where the colors are at. So we don't have any colors. I'm just going to click on this one. I'm going to add a hue and saturation here. Increase the saturation of my mountain. And I'm going to paste this to my background elements to get more color. Also going to do this for the sky. There we go. And then basically I want to start getting a final grade look. So I'm just going to add a tint effect here. Set it to something like 35. Add in the curves. Okay. And then maybe we want to go towards the green and blue color here. And like in these darks, I do want to bring them up and kind of get rid of this extreme black. Oh, you're okay. Well, it was nice having you guys here. For everyone that is new or everyone that just joined, do click the link in the description, and then you can sign up for the waitlist for the next level editing masterclass. This is not it. No. All right, so this is looking great. Let's see. Is it too dark, the shot? All right, so let's say this is going to be our initial setup. I'm going to think of the other ways. I'm going to try to solve that thing with the ZDEP pass, and then I'll be back and finalize the shot. I just wanted to show you an initial idea of how I set up a shot when I import it from a 3D software, how I start doing things. And yeah, so basically this is the first idea I have for the next video that we're going to create. So this is also going to be a tutorial that we will upload on the channel. It will be concise, and this live stream is just to chill together and to experiment and to play around. So yeah, we'll try that, Joel. If it doesn't work with the normal one. They have a lot less, they're a lot less saturated, the ones in the back. This one you mean? Well, it's here because there's fog in front of it, so we have some mist. This will be animated and will really sell the effect. But that's why it looks like it's less saturated, but it's not, you know? The only really important part here is that we do place it behind our mountain here. So that's here. There we go. Now we have the fog behind it. That's looking better. All right. I'm gonna take a break right here. I'm going to take a little bit of looks behind the scenes of what I'm going to do. I thank everyone for joining the live stream. It was a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be back with some more live streams where we can hang out. It's great to have seen everyone join in, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. All right. Take care, everyone, and have a great week. I'll see you soon. We have some really, really interesting stuff coming up. And by the way, do check out the link in the description. Do put your name on that wait list if you are interested. Ciao, guys. Thanks for joining. May the effects be with you. Until next time, create epic videos.